Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a puzzle haul video for you and it's gonna be the last one for this year because I don't need any more puzzles. I'm sure there's gonna be more new ones coming for Christmas/birthday, so until then, I think this should be enough. I'm gonna divide today's video into 3 sections, so the puzzle that I bought, the puzzles that I exchanged, and then the puzzles from charity shops, but I'm gonna include the one from the flea market in this section as well because it's basically like a used puzzle that you get for a cheap price, so I think they can all go in the same pile. So let me show you what I got now. The first and the only puzzle that I bought actually has an interesting story behind it, because Donna Louise, who has her own channel called For the Love of Puzzles, said if we could, compete in speed puzzling. So she's in New Zealand, I'm in Slovenia, and we had to manage to find a puzzle that we both have. So we actually found one, and it's a 500-piece puzzle from Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Cute Dogs in the Garden. So I cannot unwrap this puzzle because apparently the unwrapping part is also a part of the competition. And this is going to be my first speed puzzling experience, so I decided I'm going to do a quick run of at least one puzzle so I can figure out how to, use the timer and set the camera so it doesn't just keep throwing me out and stuff. On one hand, I'm really excited to do the speed puzzling, but then on the other hand, I'm a little bit scared because I never needed to compete with anyone, and I have my system, I have to do the sorting first and then the frame and then do the insides, and some footage I've seen from the competition in Spain, I could see that some people, like majority of the people, don't even do the sorting, they just go immediately into doing the puzzle. So yeah, I have no idea what to expect, to be honest with you, but it's a 500-piece puzzle, so how much can go wrong? I hope not much. Moving on to the next pile, which are basically exchange puzzles, and on this pile I've got 5 puzzles, but I only got 4 for exchange because one lady, she wanted to exchange 2 of her 500-piece puzzles for one of my 1,000-piece puzzles because she doesn't like 500-piece puzzles, so she wanted to get rid of them, which is completely fine with me because I think it's good to have some 500-piece puzzles in collection as well. Sometimes I really enjoy 500-piece puzzles because they're just like a quick afternoon thing. It's not like a 1,000-piece puzzle which can take a while. The first 3 puzzles I'm gonna show you I exchanged for 2 of my puzzles, and it's the world map puzzle that I had and then the fluorescent Vega. And yeah, let's start with the first one. It's a 500-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Ingenuous Eyes. I have no idea if I said that correctly. I don't know what that word even means. But yeah, it's a pretty picture. It's got 2 doggies on it. I think the dogs are going to be the most complicated part of this puzzle because they're taking so much of the picture and it's just, this one color. But then again, it's Ravensburger and it's 500 pieces, so it shouldn't be too bad. The next puzzle I have is a 500-piece puzzle by Clementoni, and the title of this one is Braies Lake. This one is really pretty, and actually I've already assembled it. It was so quick to finish. And even in the last video when I did the 3D dolphin reef, I mentioned that there was another Clementoni puzzle with like round edges. This is the one. If you've seen the last video, then you know what I'm talking about. The colors in this puzzle were amazing. The gradient in the sky was so obvious that it was really easy to finish the sky. The water had a completely different shade of, blue or greenish. I don't even know what it is. It's just, you immediately knew what's what. So it was basically just like a one afternoon. It was really quick to finish and I really enjoyed this one. And the last one from this lady, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Maritime Souvenirs. Am I saying this right? There's a lot of complicated names today, apparently. Yeah, it's a really interesting story because the 3 puzzles I just showed you, I exchanged with a lady I've never seen before. And then I met her with my girl that I keep exchanging puzzles with, and I showed her the ones that I got, and she said that this is actually her original puzzle. But it's good because, the people keep exchanging puzzles, and it's really nice that they're not just getting stuck in someone's cupboard or something collecting dust. I really like the picture of this puzzle, but I'm not that keen on the fact that it's portrait, because with a 1,000-piece puzzle, when it's portrait, the top section is so far from you. When you're doing the puzzle, you need to keep like stretching over the puzzle, or you have to just turn it around. Or at least that's what I do. I think it's going to be more of a texture puzzle because the colors are so similar to each other. The sorting is going to be really important, I think, with this one. The next puzzle I have, I exchanged with the girl that was the original owner of the previous puzzle that I showed you. And it's a 1000-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Yellow Taxi. This one is a part of Gloss collection, and I think I mentioned this one in my last puzzle haul because she already had it then, and I was like, please save it for me. And she kept it, which is really good. I'm really looking forward to putting this one together because I really enjoyed the last Gloss Effect puzzle I had. I exchanged this one for the London one I had from Ravensburger as well. I think the top section, which is basically black and white, or just grey, is gonna be the hardest part of the puzzle, but luckily the coloured parts of the puzzle are taking the most space, so I don't think it should be too bad to put this one together. And obviously I had to open the puzzle to check where the gloss is, and from what I've seen is the Yellow Taxi. I'm not sure about the rest of the puzzle, but Yellow Taxi for sure. The last puzzle I exchanged is actually really interesting because it has a smell effect. In my lifetime I came across 2 puzzles with smell, and the first one was like citrusy one, but it was 20 plus years old, so obviously by the time I got to it, it had no smell whatsoever. But it was still enjoyable to put together, well, really difficult as well. I think it said impossible puzzle on the box, I'm not completely sure, I'm gonna try to find a picture of it. And the one that I'm gonna show you now is the second puzzle with smell that I came across. It's a 1000-piece puzzle, I think from Lupu, I think that's the company. It says Duft puzzle at the top, but I think that means smelly puzzle in Germany. I'm not sure if I translated that correctly, but it says 1 year Duft guarantee, so I guess 1 year smell guarantee. The picture is very interesting because it seems like it's gonna drive me insane. But when I open the box, it actually has all different shapes of the pieces, which helps so much when putting the puzzle together. But when it comes to the smell, like, I have no idea how old this puzzle is, but when I opened it, all I could smell was a bit of cardboard. But to be honest, I don't have my complete smell bag since June last year. When I gave it to my sister to smell it, she said that after the initial cardboard smell, you actually managed to smell a little bit of coffee. I really like when they do something special with the puzzle, so even if I can't smell it, the fact that someone came up with the idea of it makes me happy, so... I'm not gonna say I'm looking forward to doing this one because I'm not sure how it's gonna be, but I still quite like the picture, it's really pretty, so I hope I manage to finish it. The next section of today's video are basically puzzles from the charity shops, and like I mentioned earlier, I combined the one that I got on a flea market in it as well, so let's just start with that one. It's a 1000-piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and the title of this one is Nurnburg Reflections. So it's part of Deutschland collection, so I assume there is basically cities from Germany. This is from the same guy that he was offering me to get like a 1500-piece puzzle that was 2/3 covered in trees. So obviously I did not take the other one, so this is the only one I got home with. I actually really like it. Again, it's portrait, which is not my favorite. There's not that much greenery, and I've got the water reflection, which always helps because then it kind of divides the puzzle in half. And the gradient in the sky seems quite obvious as well. It's basically just those trees that are worrying me a little bit, but I don't think it should be too bad. After all, it is Ravensburger. The next puzzle is a 500-piece puzzle from Clementoni, and the title of this one is Penguins. This puzzle is really pretty, and I like Clementoni as well. They have quite a good quality. And the picture itself doesn't seem that hard because it's got 3 very specific sections. I think the bottom, the rocks, are gonna be probably the hardest part of this puzzle. I've got a tricky question for you guys now. Well, it's not really a tricky question, like, I need your help. I basically decided I'm gonna use one 500-piece puzzle to do like a test run for the speed puzzling with Donna Louise, and out of the 2 now, I want to do a test run with one of the 2 puzzles, and I'm not actually sure which one I would go for because obviously we're doing Ravensburger puzzle, and then it makes me think maybe it's best to do Ravensburger one. But then again, the picture is so different to the ones that I'm gonna be doing that I'm not sure if this picture is actually better because it's got more going on. And this is where you come in, so please let me know which puzzle do you think I should use to get ready for the speed puzzling competition with Donna Louise. You can just write it in the comments down below. Thank you! Up next is a 1000-piece puzzle by Blatz, I guess, and the title of this one is Kittens. So I'm not really sure about the company because again another puzzle that just says puzzle on it, but it does say Blatz on the side, so I assume that's probably the company. I'm not completely sure. The picture is alright. It's the top section that really worries me because the background is basically all the same color and it's completely blurred as well, which, you know, does not help at all. So I'm slightly worried about it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not one of the puzzles that I would normally go for, but still they didn't have a lot of choice and I wanted a new puzzle, so here it is. The next puzzle is the largest puzzle of my puzzle haul today. It's a 1500 piece puzzle from Clementoni and the title of this one is Mirage. Oh my god, I'm in love with this puzzle. Like, I'm not gonna lie. 1500 piece puzzles are like the end of my comfort zone when doing the puzzles. Like, everything above this is, you know, makes me scared a little bit because I'm not used to it. But when I saw this picture, I didn't even care that it's 1500 pieces. I just wanted it because it's got so many colors. I know there's a lot of greenery, which does concern me a little bit, but I think the rest of the puzzle is just the colors are just so bright and popping out. And the one thing that worries me about this puzzle is if all of the pieces are going to be there, because I really like it and I really do hope that all of the pieces are there. So I saved the special puzzle for you for the end, and with this one too, I'm going to ask for a little bit of your help because when I tried to Google this puzzle, I didn't really find a lot about it. So if anyone has any clues about this puzzle or like knows anything about it, like how old it is or anything like that, please do let me know in the comments down below as well. And let me show you the puzzle now. It's a 750 piece puzzle from the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. And the title of this one is The Circus Lover. This is the puzzle I found in a charity shop. And in the beginning, I thought it's actually a wooden puzzle because of all the different cutouts that you can see on the box. And when I seen it, I actually had to open it and check because I couldn't believe that it's just like a cardboard puzzle. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before anyway. The picture on the puzzle is not something I would normally go for, but honestly I didn't really care because the puzzle seems really special and quite vintage, so I just wanted to have it. So I'm definitely gonna have to do more searching, but then again, if any of you knows anything about this puzzle, please do let me know. As of today, with all of the new puzzles added into my collection, I'm up to 53 puzzles right now, and I started with 17, so not as good as I thought, I guess. But if you enjoyed this video, just check the other puzzle hauls I've got. Bye!